last couple days before we broke out of our W pattern here to the upside, price target $128,000. We got rejected on the new all-time high at $126,000 and trading here now around $122,000. So in exactly today's video, we want to talk about the next levels here for Bitcoin, where you potentially can open new long position. We will also have a quick look about the liquidation levels, and we will also talk about my potential top target here for Bitcoin, and we have a quick look also on the Bitcoin ETFs, because on the ETFs we saw massive inflows here right now. So definitely stick around till the end, and let's directly start here first of all with our trade update. As you can see here right now, we open a new Bitcoin position. We are slightly a little bit in profit. We'll talk later exactly about the new levels where you could potentially enter here in a new long position, because there's one crucial level in top of us where you definitely have to pay attention. So yesterday, as we reached the all-time high here on $126,000, we got a harsh rejection to the downside. That's also the reason why I told already yesterday, take some profits if we're reaching here the all-time high, because it makes more sense to open new long position if we're getting here rejection to the downside. And exactly this is happening right now. We saw a correction to the downside, now trading a little bit higher by around $122,000 here in kind of this range. And this is perfectly also giving a good sign that we're potentially ending this correction here and see here higher levels. But there's also one kind of level we definitely have to pay attention, because if you're not able to get here in top of $122,500, we could potentially see here a short confirmation coming in. And this short confirmation gives us the room to get here into lower levels in direction of $118,000. I will also talk a little bit briefly about why $118,000 is so important in this level over there. That's first of all, we have sitting some liquidity also down below here. When we're starting with this 3 daily chart on the liquidation, so we have some liquidity sitting on top of us, $123,000. That's also the reason why Bitcoin is here getting a little bit higher right now. But there are also some liquidity also sitting here in top of our range here in direction of the all-time high in direction of $126,400, and the liquidity is still stacked up till direction of $130,000, which is exactly my price target here for the crypto bull run. We will talk about in the end of the video about my price target right now, but first of all we have to also talk about the liquidation, because when we're going here in the 2 weekly chart on the liquidation, we can see a lot of liquidity is building us below us. So we're starting here at $120,000 and we're going down below till $108,000. So all the liquidity is sitting down below, so that could potentially give us the next room to the downside, which means we're potentially getting here one more leg in direction of $118,000. And this is exactly the level we definitely have to hold here, because we've seen here in the past, here we have a lot of resistance and support areas in this trading range. So before we keep this exactly as resistance, here resistance, here resistance, then we flip it also here in support. Get the move in the all-time high on $122,000 to $123,000. Then we got a massive rejection to the downside, building this one as resistance, and then was finally flipping here out of our parabolic move to the upside into support. And now we potentially getting here one more leg to the downside, retesting the $118,000 level, and then getting a perfect move here to the upside, which means already that the movement from $109,000 till the all-time high with potentially getting here a perfect long confirmation, which is absolutely bullish for us, and keep riding us in direction of $145,000 in kind of this range, which is exactly also my trade target sitting here right now. And that's also the reason why I opened here new long position. I opened here this long position yesterday, set a limit order down below here. It could be potentially getting here one more leg lower in direction of $118,000, $120,000. If we're getting here a little bit more correction to the downside, I will scale in my position, keep a new limit order active. So that's also the reason why my other position here is still here kind of like slightly in a loss right now, but my limit orders are stacked here. So I expect here definitely these trade will also play out very nicely, not only in direction of the all-time high, even also a little bit higher in this kind of range here. When we're talking a little bit about the general target, about my crypto bull run target here for Bitcoin, this is exactly sitting here right now between $120,000 and $170,000, kind of like in this range. I expect here the top for Bitcoin. And as you can see here right now, we're potentially having like 4 to 8 weeks already left till we're reaching here our bull market top target here, especially on Bitcoin. This is exactly what we saw in the past cycle already before. So as soon we're getting here like in the end of the green lines, this was potentially the end of our bull market top here. And by breaking our upwards sloping support line here to the downside, this is the moment when the bull market is already over, and this could potentially getting here in direction of end of October till beginning end of December, so kind of like in this range before. But what makes me super bullish right now, and this is exactly the reason why I position here myself even also bullish on some other coins, on Ethereum, also on Solana, and for sure also on Bitcoin, that is we are having a quick look here on the Bitcoin ETF inflows. And here we can see over 800 millions are here inflows in the Bitcoin ETF on yesterday. Few days before, over 1 billion, they are kind of like 1 billion on the 3rd of October, and also before the days also kind of inflows in direction of $500 million US. So the institutional money is flowing here into Bitcoin, not only into Bitcoin, even also in our Ethereum ETF. So that's also the reason why I'm kind of still super bullish here on the market, and I believe this is exactly what we are seeing here right now on the small correction to the downside is not already the top. As you can see here, there are still some few weeks left till we're reaching our high. And when we are getting here into the charts to give you a little bit more outlook where you can position yourself here into the next position, then we go here into the 15-minute chart. And here on the 15-minute chart, there are two very important levels right now. First of all, in the 15-minute chart, we're kind of building here like a perfect W pattern, which is breaking out right now to the upside. So there is a potentially retest also aiming here. So when we take the neckline to the lower side, we could potentially getting here in a new trade target with the trade target zone here about 124,000 US, which gave you from right now, from kind of like the range right now as it is, kind of like 1% to the upside with 10x leverage is a great trade here of 10% to the upside. So this is still an active trade. You can just enter it here right now. As soon we're getting here one more leg to the downside, retesting our neckline, then we can trade this exactly in our level of 124,000 US. As I mentioned already, that's also the reason why I opened here my trade here on Bitfinex. So this trade is still running over there. If you're still looking for a cheap exchange where you can trade also crypto, just go in the video description. There you find the link first of all here to Bitfinex. 20% deposit bonus here for you. Even also you get the trading level VIP 1 for you. So definitely make use of this offer. Otherwise, you can also participate of my copy trading here on BYDFi. Also, you find the link down below in the video description. Here on BYDFi, you even also get a deposit bonus up to $8,000 here right now. So definitely check out all the both exchange in the video description. Otherwise, I'm keeping here still bullish on the market right now. Very important for us here now to have a closer look in direction of 122,800 US. As soon we're able to flip this level here, we could potentially also getting here into higher levels in the next all-time high. Very next important level we have to closer look is here the 119,000 US, because if we're getting a rejection right now on this kind of level of 123,000 US, there could potentially even also a move here down below in direction of 119,000 US before we get there some support and getting here the next leg into higher levels. So these are the two key levels here for us right now. 118,500 US if we get the rejection. If we are breaking here our W pattern right now to the upside, what is exactly looking right now, we could potentially aim here also for the higher levels. And as soon we are flipping 123,500 US to the upside, there could potentially also getting here into higher levels, because then we are perfectly on track in our uptrend right now. Especially on the 15-minute chart, we can see here, this is exactly the level we have to watch right now. So here we're kind of in a downtrend, but as soon we're flipping this downtrend to the upside, the next level is here 125 and also 126,000 US. So if you like this update, just leave a like down below. Otherwise, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like this video, and then we see in the next update video tomorrow. So this update video was a kind of quick one, because I only want to give you the key and important zones here for Bitcoin right now. As I mentioned, 118,000 US is the main level we definitely have to focus here right now. Otherwise, altcoins performing still kind of okay. So also here altcoins getting a small correction to the downside, which gave us a potential getting here into new trade position also on the altcoins.